yourselves.
Oh, I think I'm late. I'm sorry. Right here? Yes, yes. All right, perfect. Well, apologies for being late. It isn't likely. No time to look at the presents. On we go.
Good evening. Have you been keeping yourself busy?
Oh, indeed, I have, my good man. In fact, I don't seem to get a moment's peace anymore. Sorry, do you? Oh, for me then. Don't worry, this is my last one. Till my next peg, anyway, yeah?
Mr. Sellers, can you tell me a bit about the recent news about your divorce?
Of course I can. Of course, yes, perfect question. Great question, actually. Well, there isn't much to talk about, I'm afraid. It was a very clean divorce, actually, yes. I still very much care for my dear Anne, my two lovely angels. Do you know what does bother me, actually, though? All these accusations about me and the beautiful Sophia Loren, it's completely absurd. I mean, that woman was absolutely obsessed with me from the get-go. Yes, no, that's true. Yes. I would never tell a lie. You know, see, my mother always told me that lies were for the devils. So not for but no, she was constantly throwing herself at me. So much so that I think it came between my marriage at some point. I think it peaked when I invited her out for a friendly little dinner date of ours. In which she tried to seduce me to leave my own wife. It was a truly troubling situation, especially for a married man. I'll tell you what, actually. I'm going to nip to the car and get my extra pack.
Peter, I must...
No, that's not up for debate. Back in 5 seconds.
Peter? Mr. Sellers? Mr. Sellers, I really must insist you come back for the interview. Peter, where the devil are you? Peter?
Don't you dare listen to another word that bastard says! Peter was a horrible man and an even worse husband. He lusted after Sophia Loren like a rabid dog. Even doing so in front of gatherings, hosted in our very own home, in front of me. That poor woman tried so hard to stop him from doing something stupid. But Peter will always do what Peter wants. After that, a friendly little dinner date of his, he came home and he tucked our children into bed. And he said to us all, he said to me, that he didn't love me anymore. That he had no more love left in his heart. That it all belonged to Sophia Loren. And then he left. Just like that. I didn't see him. And for a week or two after that, it stopped. He bought an apartment closer to the studio where he and Sophia Loren were filming. A sick, twisted way of getting nearer to her. He hired an interior decorator named Mr. Robertson. He put me in charge of the apartment. And I decided to get him back when he went off of filming. Me and Mr. Robertson had the best sex I've had in years. And I don't regret any of it. Of course, when Peter found out, he reacted as Peter always does. Like a spoiled little man-child. He was quick to divorce me after that. But I'm glad. Not for me, but for our children. He deserved never to be near them. Peter will always be a silly little boy, trying to play pretend in a big boy's world.
Mr. Sellers!
Oh, cigarettes. Right, where were we? Emily, something interesting, not more of that poppycock you were spouting earlier, huh?
Mr. Sellers, I heard that there was an incident on the set of Casino Royale. Could you expand on that for me?
With James Bond, maybe? Really? Incident? I don't think there was an incident. I didn't like that Houston fellow. No. The American accent. Simply unbearable sometimes. Yes. But no, there was no real incident on set, to my knowledge. I just got a bit carried away with one of the prop cars, all it was real. At most, it was a joyride. But anyway, next question, please. Thank you.
We have received...
Actually, sorry. Who's going around saying that I'm having incidents on set? I mean, surely they came to you, yes? Surely somehow you know. Right? How else do you find out? It's a simple question. I just want to know what little cunt I be doing. Okay, right. Perfect. Right, well, tell you what then. See, if you don't tell me actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel that fancy little paycheck of yours, all right? Perfect.
Mr. Sellers, I must insist you calm down immediately.
Don't you dare tell me to fucking calm down! Do you have any idea who the fuck I am? Give me a piece of fucking shit! Come here! Do you have any fucking clue who I am? I am Peter fucking Sellers! I'm everything that you will ever be in your fucking life, you disabled retard! What are you doing on the ground, man? Get up! You're dead, man. You're a mess. There's a bit of an overreaction on your part. Right. You doing all right? Where the fuck's my chair? Nonsense, really.
Peter? Mr. Sellers, am I all right to move on to the next question?
Yes, of course. Go on, then.
Can you tell me a little bit about your William Sellers?
My father. There's not much to talk about, really, I'm afraid. I hardly knew the man. In fact, the only times he did talk to me, I barely understood him. Yeah. You see, he was a bit slow on the inside. You know, I actually missed his death, do you know that? Yeah, that's true. But not for what you think, of course. It's not my fault. You see, my mother,
Agnes Doreen Sellers.
Peggy.
Right. Well,
Peggy. Peggy, yes. She knew that I was on set for the Pink Panther had died. She thought it had best, but she didn't know. She thought that it would only distract me. You can't make good comedy when you're depressed now, can you?
did you like your mom?
Of course I did. What kind of son doesn't love his mother? No, you just sit down now.
What is that?
No, I said sit down!
Peter, you can't keep leaving the interview like this. Mr. Sellers? Peter?
I'm sure you've heard all about me from my little boy. Oh, he always was a charmer, especially in crowds, yes. Yeah. When William died, he stopped answering my phone calls, Peter, and my letters. Heaven knows why. But for whatever the reason, I hate Him? He's my boy. And my boy is a star. He has no time for such things. Especially things like my first stroke. The doctor said that I would have another at the end of the week, you see. And that one would be the big one. The kicker. I did phone Peter. I thought it was polite to do so. When he picked up the phone, he just told me he wishes me luck. And that nothing could ever kill Marcellus. I tried to convince him. The doctor said I couldn't take another. This one would be it. But he was in America. And traveling at this time of the year would just be a nightmare for him. I'm all the way in England, you see. The last thing that I said to him over the phone was, I love you, Peter. Yes. You see, most men would have crumpled to that line. But not my Peter. No. He came through like a champion. Yes. A star has an obligation to himself. But family just weighs you down. Yes. You think he was cruel to me? No. That just means he learned his lesson. The ladder of success has no rungs for the weak. And mine, Peter, was a strong climber. Real stars don't have time for tears.
Mr. Sellers? Oh, there you are.
The phone call was a bit emotional, sorry.